Alright, so we're going to wait for some people to get in here, and then we can start it up. Alright, so I've given people a few minutes, and they are not arriving yet, so I say we start it up. And they'll just have to deal with it. Hopefully the lighting's a little better now. I turn the lights off. If the angle is supremely bothering someone, then we can change it, or I will attempt to try and change it. So, for the moment though, I have the brightness all the way up this time because I don't know what this game is supposed to look like with the brightness, so I'm going to have it all the way up for now. I might try and turn it down to see if it looks any better if I turn it down. I have the volume up a little bit from last time, so if the brightness or the volume you think could be better, I'll try and change it and make it better. But for now, it's like we're not too bad. Hopefully camera, sound, lighting is all good. So let's go into it. I just noticed I'm being reflected when it's black. Those are like really bright words. I think it was better when I turned it down. On the black screen like this, you can see me reflected, but I think it's better when it's not completely black. And it's taking its time loading right now. Hold on a second.
Need to clean your dishes, please.
Alright, so apparently it's a habit of mine to get interrupted during streams. Okay, I'm gonna mess with the brightness for a second and see if it's worse or better if I set it lower. Keeps trying to focus, which is potentially obnoxious. This game is probably darker. I think it's worse when it's brighter. Why does it keep trying to focus? Is it because I keep changing the lighting? Okay, that is really dark for me. But I'm gonna try and deal with it. A lot of the dungeons in this game are dark. I don't know, it still looks like it's trying to focus to me even though I'm not doing anything. Might have to adjust the camera so it's not continuously trying to focus. Let's just run it, see what happens. Let me know how the sound, lighting, and camera and all that looks to you. Oh gosh, that's bright. Can't really do much about the reflection, I don't think, on the dark screen. So just bear with me on it. It'll be better once it's not so dark. think it stopped trying to focus now. I think we're good.
Hey, you. Finally awake.
Can you hear the game?
Trying to cross the border, right? Walked right into that Imperial ambush. Same as us. And that thief over there. Damn you stormcloaks. Skyrim was fine until you came along. Empire was nice and lazy. If they hadn't been looking for you, could have stolen that horse and been halfway to Hammerfell. You there, you and me, we shouldn't be here. It's these stormcloaks the Empire wants. We're all brothers and sisters in binds now, thief. Shut up back there. What's wrong with him, huh? Watch your tongue. You're speaking to Ulfric Stormcloak, the true High King. Ulfric? The Jarl of Windhelm? You're the leader of the rebellion. But if they captured you... Oh gods, where are they taking us? I don't know where we're going, but Sovngarde awaits. No, this can't be happening. This isn't happening. Hey, what village are you from, horse thief? Why do you care? A Nord's last thoughts should be of home. Rorikstead. I'm from Rorikstead. General Tullius, sir. The head...
Sorry, I'm gonna interrupt this. Yeah, quest journal, select a quest and press A to make the active quest, which adds quest tracker to your compass and world map. I wanna mess with my settings. Hopefully you've understood everything so far. I hope you can hear it. But I'm gonna mess with some things real quick. I guess I'll just go with adept. I think that's usually what I play on. I didn't even think about the difficulty. I don't think I'm good enough to play on legendary or anything. So I'm just gonna do standard, which is adept. I can't read that. Someone's messaging me. I'm gonna save on character menu for 10 minutes. Look sensitivity, I don't remember what I had this set to. It feels sort of okay. It's out of 20. Maybe 5. Save those settings. Sorry, but I couldn't really do this before we went into it. Yes, I want the subtitles. I guess I can just leave those all where they are currently. I don't know, I like having the voice volume. Footsteps are helpful because you can hear other people's footsteps, like people you would be your enemies. So maybe turn the effects down. Music. Alright, then we're good. Shove subtitles on.
Man is waiting. Good. Let's get this over with. Sure. Mara, Debella, Kinnereth, Akatosh, Divines, please help me. Look at him. General Tullius, the military governor. And it looks like the Dalmor are with him. Damn elves. I bet they had something to do with this. This is Helgen. I used to be sweet on a girl from here. Wonder if Vlog they're still making that mead with juniper berries mixed in. Funny, when I was a boy, imperial walls and towers used to make me feel so safe.
Who are they, Dad? Where are they going?
To go inside with her.
Why? I want to watch the soldiers.
Inside the house. Now. Oh!
Yes, Papa.
Get these prisoners out of the carts. Move it!
Why are we stopping?
That was that house over there. Sorry I didn't look at
Why
them.
do you think? End of the line. Let's go. Shouldn't keep the gods waiting for us. No, wait! We're not rebels! Face your death with some courage, thief. You've got to tell them we worked with you. This is a mistake.
Step towards the block when we call your name. One at a time.
Empire loves their damn lists. Ulfric Stormcloak, Jarl of Windhelm. It has been an honor, Jarl Ulfric. Ralof of Riverwood. Lokir of Rorikstead. No, I'm not a rebel! You can't do this!
Halt!
You're not gonna kill me!
Archers! Anyone else feel like running?
Wait.
Did that dude just spawn in randomly?
Step forward.
He just jumped over. That was weird.
Who are you?
Alright. At this point, I'm going to mess with the brightness some. I think it likes that brightness. Because the more I seem to increase it, I think the worse it gets on the text. Which the text isn't the most ultra important thing to read ever. But also, is that a horse snout? Or never seen that before. I'm just checking. I think I'm gonna keep it there. That seems to be okay. Okay, I did not even consider, like, what race I'm gonna play. Okay, so this is 100%. So I'm gonna be doing everything. So I should probably have a race that's pretty good at doing everything. Maybe pretty balanced. The orcs are gonna be good earlier in the game. Because they can go berserk and just, like, kill everything. It's also going to be helpful for crafting armor as well, because you're going to start with higher smithing. So that can be helpful. The red guards, I mean, they're I think Adrenaline Rush refills something. I'm looking it up. Okay, Adrenaline Rush in Skyrim. It regenerates stamina at 10 times faster for 60 seconds. So I'm looking at a little chart here. So the red guard starts with increased one-handed, and that's it, actually. By hardy constitution, doesn't seem to mean anything really. Maybe they have more health or something. Nope, just regenerate stamina. As far as I can tell. And then they have 50% resistance to poison. Okay, wood elves. Also known as the Bosmer, I believe, are 50% resistant to both poison and disease. They can make all surrounding animals allies for 60 seconds, and they have starting archery of 25 instead of 20, so they have a little bit more archery as well. Oh, okay, so, these have more things than I thought they were. So the starting value for average is 15 for everything. So if they start at 20, it means it's a favored skill. If they start at 25, it means it's a primary skill. So like for the red guard, their primary skill is one-handed, but they have increased smithing, heavy armor, archery, destruction, and alteration. For the Bosmer, their primary skill is archery, and they have increased light armor, sneak, lockpicking, pickpocket, and alchemy. I think, honestly, heavy armor is probably going to be better, because I went into heavy armor as an orc with the character that I finished the game with, and I just tanked through everything. So I'm probably going to end up going with something that favors heavy armor, because you can just tank through everything with it. Also something that has a more useful skill than just Berserker Rage, though. Because Berserker Rage is nice, but it's not necessarily going to carry through the entire game. So they take half damage and do double physical damage for 60 seconds, which is helpful, but I don't know how helpful that's going to be, because that's not as situational as some other things, but there might be some other more helpful things, like maybe the Nord's battle cry. It scares enemies away. So that can be helpful if you're being swarmed, and that can be used in every situation. The Bosmer command to make all surrounding animals your ally. That's very situational. You have to have surrounding animals there. The Argonian is nice because it regenerates health. But I believe the Argonian isn't going to necessarily be super helpful in all situations. So I'm trying to create a general character that's going to be helpful for the entire game. Imperial with Voice of the Emperor calms nearby people, but I don't believe that stops enemies from aggroing. So, let me see what the definition of calmed is. So it reduces the target's inclination to attack. So it would probably calm down enemies too, as well. Let's just continue looking through them. So we already went over the Red Guard and the Wood Elf. We have the Orc. I'm not going to worry too much about the character creation other stuff, because you are never going to see your character's face anyway, usually. So it's probably not going to matter that much. But oh, and I might as well, because I always play female characters. So back to the Orc. So they have Berserker Rage, which is very helpful. Take half damage, deal double physical damage for 60 seconds. So they're very physical based, which we're also going into magic, because 100% gotta go into magic. So maybe since that's only physical base, that's not going to be as helpful. But it does take half damage, and I believe that's all damage, not just physical damage. So that could be quite useful against mages. And mages usually are the ones that end up killing me. So that could be helpful still. I really like the orc. I'm kind of biased towards the orc, though. And I might end up going with the orc 100%. But there could be some other things that are a little bit better. If we're tanking, calming down enemies might be helpful. I believe the Imperials have heavy armor preferences. So Imperial could be really helpful for that. Braytons, yeah. I mean, let's just go through it race by the race. We're still on Orc. Orcs have no additional effects. No additional passive effects. So that's sort of blah on that. But orcs are preferred in smithing. Their primary skill is heavy armor. So that's going to help to tank. They're also preferred in block, two-handed, and one-handed, and enchanting for some reason. It's interesting. And enchanting can be very, very useful. I rarely use alchemy, but I do use enchanting if I find a really good weapon and I want to apply it onto something. A weapon with a special effect on it. I want to apply it onto something. The enchanting is very helpful for that. So I really, really like the orcs in this game. I don't know if I'm going to end up going with them or not. Let's go up to the Nord. They're famous for their resistance to cold and their talent as warriors. And they can use battle cry to make opponents flee. So it just says nearby people. So I imagine it only works on human type characters, and I think it can also calm down like people who are aggroed onto you as well, but are not necessarily enemies. Well, I guess they become enemies at that point, but like if you attack someone and they aggro at you, you can calm them down probably with it. Maybe it could be useful, because then you could attack them for free for a second. Although if you re-attack them, then maybe being calmed for 30 seconds gets nullified because you attack them again. That's possible. But still, you can calm them down when they're onto you, and that could be very helpful. Other than that, the Nords also 50% resistance to frost damage. And their skills are preferred in smithing, block, one-handed, light armor, and pickpocket, and their main is two-handed. So that could be helpful, but they don't have even a preferred heavy armor stat. So this is not necessarily going to help us for tanking. Otherwise, nice features. Not necessarily have to be preferred in heavy armor, it's just helpful for planning on tanking this game. We're also going to have to level up light armor eventually. But not at the moment. For probably until we start getting to the grinding later in the game. Probably just going to be using the heavy armor. Okay, for the Khajiit, they have plus 15 base unarmed damage, because they have claws. They have improved night vision for 60 seconds, and it can be toggled multiple times per day. Yes, there is a lot to learn with this. It's a very extensive game as far as stats go. The night vision, not necessarily the biggest thing for me. Nor is the unarmed damage. And I believe they're kind of light and like stealthy-like, which is not my style at all. Let's see, the Khajiits, they have favored skills in one-handed, archery, lockpicking, pickpocket, and alchemy. And their primary skill is sneak. So yeah, I only were going with the Khajiit. Imperial. The Imperials are another one I think I'm going to be considering. They have preferred skills in heavy armor, block, one-handed, destruction and enchanting, and their primary skill is restoration. That's interesting. They're skilled with combat and magic, and they always seem to find a few more gold coins wherever they can be found. Call upon the voice of the Emperor to calm an enemy. So that's helpful. And yeah, that's their additional effect, is they just find more gold than usual. So that can also be helpful. They don't have a favored two-handed stat, and if we're tanking, I prefer to go with the two-handed route instead of the block with sword and shield route, which would probably be the other route for tanking that I would take. Which works. I don't think you take damage through your shield in this game. So you could just block stuff and then counterattack with a one-handed weapon. I mean, that's a valid way to play, and that would be the way the Imperial would probably best be played, because it has increased block, heavy armor, and one-handed. So that's probably the way they're kind of directing you towards with playing Imperial, and they call them an enemy. Orc is probably going to be the ultimate tank. If we want to just go, like, full tank. So, nice try at the puns there, Saudon. So, if we want to go full tank, we can go Orc, but I feel like Imperial is potentially going to, be a little bit better throughout the game. It'll get you more gold, and this is going to be a long game where we'll need a lot of gold. So, that's potentially going to be good. I'm leaning towards Imperial as the character that would be one to last through the entire game really well. We can up our two-handed stat later. Currently we can go with sword and shield. We get a sword and a shield right off the bat. So we're going to be leveling those up even more right off the bat. I'm not too worried about having to have the two-handed stat. We don't have any smithing as a preferred stat, which I like to have that because the sooner we get to Daedric armor, the sooner we are God. So, that's not preferred, but even without the smithing stat, without the two-handed stat being a preferred stat, we still have enchanting as a preferred stat, which is good. Restoration being a primary stat, I'm probably not going to end up using that a whole lot. I might a little bit, but probably not a whole lot, so it's fine as being a primary stat. I'm probably going to grind according to whatever quests we're doing. So for example, if we're doing companion quests, I might be using two-handed weapons a lot, because they tend to like two-handed weapons in the companion quests. If I'm doing College of Winterhold, I'm going to be using the magic. Probably a lot of destruction magic, restoration magic. I mean, if we want to do full definition of 100%, we're going to have to get all of our stats up to 100, which means that there are going to be some times when it's just going to be a stream full of grinding, and it's going to be like hours of grinding, and I'm going to look up how to do that most efficiently, but it's still going to be hours of grinding, and it's going to be just horrible. So that's going to be the time when I hope people are around to kind of chat with me, because I'm just going to be doing the same thing over and over again. Probably, to get my stats up. And there are more speedy ways to increase the amount of time it takes to get your stats up. I'm probably not going to do that purposely until I need them up, so probably more towards the end of the game. Or if I need a stat up for smithing or something, I might try and do like a smithing increase thing. I'll try not to use like glitches if there are glitches for it, but I might use glitches depending on if I really need it or not, to not make this the most horrible thing ever. So we'll see. Anyway, on to High Elf. I'm just going to look at them all, even though I think I've decided on Imperial. So High Elves, also known as Altmer, in their homeland of Somerset Isle. They're strongly gifted in the arcane arts of all the races, and they can call upon the highborn power to regenerate magicka quickly. That'd be, if you're wanting to go towards a magic-based build, that would be a really good thing to choose. Obviously, you can go towards anything you want with any of these races. The only thing is that you wouldn't be able to have is the, like, increased, things that they get. Like, you're not going to be able to get increased gold drops or gold pickups from anything in the game. As far as I know, you're only going to get that if you choose the Imperial. So that would be the difference between them, is those special powers like that. Otherwise, you can pretty much get anything that these races have starting later on in the game, or throughout the game. Like, these stats are all going to be way above 25 anyway, eventually. It's just what is our best starting point to have a well-rounded character, or is going to help us get to having a well-rounded character the best. I was leaning towards Orc until I was like, but Imperial has some things that help us long game, like finding more gold. That's going to be so useful. Even if it's only a little bit, it's still going to be useful. So we are looking at High Elves, and High Elves have all the magic stats are preferred. Conjuration, Destruction, Restoration, Alteration, Enchanting, and then Illusion is the primary. Not Alchemy. No one cares about Alchemy. Except for the Wood Elves, the Bradens, and the Dark Elves, and the Khajiits. But other than that, no one cares about Alchemy. So, that's all magic based, and it's not really going to be useful to us for the most part, because we're not only doing magic. Dark Elves, or the Dunmer from Morrowind, the really, really red eyes. They are naturally resistant to fire and can call upon ancestors' wrath to surround themselves in fire. Oh, by the way, the other things that the High Elves have, if you're wondering, is they regenerate 25% of the character's maximum magicka per second for 60 seconds. That's their power. And then they have plus 50 magicka starting. Usually the stats start at 100 for stamina, magicka, and health. But they get 150 to start in magicka. Okay, for the Dark Elves, or the Dunmer, they have preferred stats in light armor, sneak, alchemy, illusion, and alteration, and then their primary is destruction. For magic, a lot of magic-based stuff and, like, sneaky stuff. It's kind of what they're based around. So it's not going to necessarily be the most useful thing ever unless you're building, like, a sneak build, which is really, really good. But that's not my playstyle. And I don't think it's going to ultimately help us cruise through this game. Not that we're going to be cruising anyway. It's still a really long game. It's going to take a long, long time. But anyway. The Dunmer surround themselves in fire for 60 seconds. That's all it is. Just run into people on fire. Because they have 50% resistance to both poison and disease. And I believe they said they're immune to fire. Just resistant to fire. Actually, I read the wrong one. Sorry. Dunmer, 50% resistance to fire. And so, I guess you're hurting yourself when you're on fire, but you're 50% resistant to it. It's not hurting yourself as much. I guess. That's how that works. The Bratons. So, they are pretty much spell-based humans. They have a resistance to magic and can call upon dragon skin to absorb spells. So, their preferred stats are light armor, sneak, lockpicking, and pickpocket. Am I reading the right one? No, I'm not. Sorry, that was the Bosmer, the Wood Elves. The Bratons are speech, alchemy, illusion, restoration, and alteration, and their main stat is conjuration. I'm trying to remember what conjuration is. I think conjuration is conjuring up. Let me just actually click on it. Conjuration is. The conjuration skill is raised by casting conjuration spells while enemies have detected the caster. The summoning aspects of conjuration. Blah blah blah. That's just saying how it does stuff. So the main focus of conjuration is summoning creatures from the planes of oblivion or creating ethereal weapons from soul energy. So basically you can just make weapons out of magic or conjure like spirits or creatures from oblivion, which is a plane. It's also the name of the game that came out before this one. So, what else do the Braytons have? As it said, they have dragon skin. They absorb 50% of magicka from all incoming spells for 60 seconds. Not bad. It doesn't negate their damage or anything. They just absorb the magicka from it. Well, whatever magic was used on it, I guess. Then they have 25% resistance to magic. Not even 50, just 25% resistance to magic. Alright. Then Argonian, last one. The Argonian lizards from the swamps of Black Marsh. They have a natural resistance to disease and the ability to breathe underwater, which is cool, but it's never usually useful. They can call upon his skin to regenerate health very quickly. There's no giant bodies of water in this game, as far as I know. There might be in the DLC, because I have the DLC, but I haven't actually gone through the DLC. That's going to be completely new to me. And I haven't done every single side quest either. But apart from that, I've finished the main quest of the game, and a lot of side quests. And guild quests and all that stuff. Anyway, so they have preferred stats of light armor, sneak, pickpocket, restoration, and alteration. We're gonna actually check what alteration is real quick. So alteration spells include the ability to don magic armor. So it's like conjuration with weapons, but for armor. They detect entities either by illumination of the area or by magically sensing the presence, and has the ability to temporarily paralyze, and a few special spells marked with star in the list below. Okay. I don't know what that means, but basically it does a whole bunch of different stuff. The rest are pretty self-explanatory. Illusion, destruction, restoration, enchanting. All kind of self-explanatory. Anyway, so they kind of can be hefty. They can make armor from magic. They don't just have like heavy armor. It's more like magic heavy armor. And then they also have, I mean, a bunch of these races also have starting spells too. But I'm not even gonna go through that because that's not really as important. It just kind of goes along with their race. The Argonians regenerate health 10 times faster for 60 seconds with their Hiskin power. And then they have 50% resistance to disease resistance and water breathing, so they can just breathe underwater. Your health doesn't go down when you're in the water for a long period of time. And that's it. That's all of them. I think I decided on Imperial, just wanted to go through the rest of them. Someone's new, which Sodan is new to this game. Then we got that all good. And it says there's 2 people watching. I wonder who the second one is. Probably me, because I actually have it up on my computer. And so I think that's it. That's all we need to go through. And we can go back on down to the Imperial, because I think that's going to be the most helpful for us. I'm going to try and kind of blaze through this part. And not have... Ew, that's super dark. I don't know, how white do we want her? Oh. let's go like that. Weight. I don't know if the weight actually does matter for, like, hitboxes. Like, if you have a bigger character on weight, is your hitbox bigger? I actually have no idea. Maybe we'll go, like... I don't want you to be too skinny. Except I'm not going to take a long time and then I'm just stuck on the weight. Bigger muscles. I think it's just like bigger shoulders. It looks like the shoulders are mainly the big part that's moving. You kind of have to just like move the thing and see what moves to know what most of these things mean. I think that's good. Complexion, just leave it there. No dirt, no scars, no war paint. Don't need any of that. Nose type. What are we gonna name this character? I don't know what type of nose I want. I do not have any plans, like, at all. Maybe not something that looks, like, too angry. I think I like that. I'm gonna call it good. Nose height. Maybe down a bit. We are not naming the character whatever that is. Jaw width. I'm trying to figure out how much I care for these. Jaw height. Jaw forward. Trying to see it move. I see it. Cheekbones. That one's hard to see for me. My brightness is also down so it looks better, so... Fred? Maybe something a little bit more creative than that. Where the frick are the cheekbones? Or the... Wait. Oh. I'm on jaw forward right now. There we go. Oh, I must have moved it accidentally. I'm not seeing the cheekbones moving. Oops, I keep moving it accidentally. The This always happens in character creation. I'm like, I'm not gonna spend a whole ton of time on this. Off lines, cheek color, nose color. Alright. Sideburns, what you talking about? Slarty Bartfist somehow triggers something in my mind. Why do I recognize that? Also that horse nose just sitting there. What's a pontoon? He looks so angry. Yeah, that's fine. Eye color. Oh crap, how am I gonna see the color? I can see it. Sort of. Sorry, I have to turn the brightness up. I want to see the eye color. I like the blue, actually. I'm gonna go with blue. Eye height. I think that's fine. Eye width. Sure. Eye depth. Guess just leave it there. I don't know. Eyeliner color. I can't even see it. To do that, I would have to increase the weight. It's like, do we really want to make her really big for that reason? Oh god, I still can't even really see the eyeliner. I don't even know what it was set at either. Eyeshadow. That just, I think, removes the eyeshadow. I don't think I want anything like really dark on the eyeshadow. Probably just that. Eye tint. Ew, no. I'm not even seeing anything on the eyeliner, so I'm giving up on that. Brows. That's true, it is low quality. Hello, random people who have joined the stream. Basically, the goal here is just to make her look less angry. Okay, so I was trying to block this person because they're just being insulting just to be insulting. Yeah, but usually where you block them in the about, they don't have an about on their channel, so I confused about what to actually do. Is there a way to block them that I'm not realizing? Probably. Oh, you can just go to the flag now. Okay. Perfect. Okay, they are blocked. Now, we shall continue. But seriously, all the characters seem to look really angry in this game to me. I don't know if it's just me or not. The less, like, thick brows seem to make her look not so angry. Kind of make her look worried. I don't know, that one looks a little better. Okay. Oh, brow height, that will help. Oops. I think that looks better. Well, they're not in this world, but living in another world, yes. I've been in character creation for like a half hour, haven't I? I mean, I have to like put on this when it's a video, like, skip character creation here. Oops. It's really picky with the, like the up and down on this. Like if I go a little bit too far up on the side of the D-pad, then it likes to do that. Maybe I should just use the stick. Probably. Anyway, brow width. I guess that's fine. Brow forward. Good enough. I think we're gonna call it good enough. Move on. Mouth shape. Something that doesn't look angry. Still the goal. It looks okay. No smiles. I think that one would be good if it would lower it a bit. So if we try it like that. Mouth forward. Probably actually want it back a bit. I'm gonna turn it this way. There we go. Chin width. And length. I don't know, it looks a little weird. Better. Forward. Lip color. That's really dark. I don't know, I sort of like the, whatever this is. Shall we go to hair, the most important part? Let's go through the hairstyles. That one's not too bad. Little ponytail to the back. That one's not too bad either. Sort of makes sense that they're like sort of bedraggled looking. I think that one's okay. Kind of standard. That one's alright too. There's a little something clip in the back. That one's okay. Weird little bangs, but it's the same but with a braid. Interesting that like they don't really have extremely long hairstyles. I mean that one's longer. And that one's longer. But it's like not like really, really long. Which makes sense. You're not adventuring, don't want your hair to like get in the way entirely. But it's also like Nordic based, so they do have some longer hairstyles that are more Nordic based. I'm kind of between a couple of them. I like this one without the braid. I like with the braid too, but I'm thinking without the braid this time. I like that one. I like the ones that are down. I like when hair is down. So yeah, basically those two. Probably just gonna go with this one. We're gonna call it good. Hair color. I don't know. Really blonde. Red. I like red. Red is like my favorite, usually. Gray, white. That's just really black. It's like a brown, light brown. It's almost orange. I think I can turn the brightness back down now. I don't know, how is it doing? How's the brightness doing up there? It's not the worst thing ever. I swear I'll leave the brightness alone now. Also, I'm sort of into to this lighter hair color. I like just a straight red like that, but like this weird orangey-ish one. We're gonna go with the weird orangey-ish one. Perfect. Alright. Y is done. Gonna make sure I know which button is Y on this controller. Okay. Name your character. Perfect. We're not gonna be called prisoner. Oops. I'm so good at pressing buttons. Alright. I don't really think of a name. I could just use like my channel name if I wanted to. That would be pretty easy. Do we have any more ideas on the name that like is not your weirdness? No, of course. All you can contribute is your weirdness, Sodon. That's fine. I mean, the name is never used. The only time you ever see it is on the game file when you go to continue it and like in your inventory. So otherwise you never even see the name. This is the hardest part. The name is the hardest part. Like Pikachu, but with a Mika. I don't know what that means. I could just go with what was the word you used earlier? Pontoons. What actually is a pontoon? I have to look this up. Pontoon. We're gonna have what the definition of it is. It's a boat. It's a specific type of boat. Flat bottomed boat or hollow metal cylinder used with others to support a temporary bridge or floating landing stage. Bridge or landing stage supported by pontoons, a large flat bottomed barge or lighter equipped with cranes. Either of the floats fitted to an aircraft to enable it to land on water. That's the definition I probably would recognize. And it has some other definitions, but those are British definitions, so that's more like slang, I guess. Anyway. That's what a pontoon is. I have some other random names that I've used randomly. I've used tiny boobs. That is one. I don't know if it would fit with this character, though, because I think I've made her more on the heavier side. But maybe not as accurate. That would be the irony of the name. It could be... Did you say that after or before I said that? Could also be... what else have I used? This isn't going to be as funny in this game because the characters don't say your name, but I used Mommy in Zelda games, and calling Link Mommy was hilarious. I mean, if we're conquering this entire game, it's kind of making you like the mother of the game. Like mother as in the form of like high up person. I sort of want to put that one. Or we could mix them together. Huh. How many characters do I have? 26? Plenty. Plenty. Also, you have to keep in mind my battery power is at 55% for my Switch. If I was monetized, I might get demonetized for this, but I'm not, so... Let's hope that if I ever get monetized, they never look at this stream. How does this look? Why is this a thing that is happening? You said it before. That was funny. You said it before I said that. I think this is a perfect name. I think we have to go with this one. Any grudges against this? Perfect.
City. What are you doing in Skyrim?
You can still hear the game, right?
Captain, what should we do?
She
She's
keeps
not on the
teleporting.
Forget the list. She goes to the block.
List. By your orders, Captain. I'm sorry, but make sure you'll remain to return to Citadel. Follow the captain, prisoner.
Oh, I bumped the screen. Oops. You can see the little bump, but it's not too bad though.
Ulfric Stormcloak. Some here in Helgen call you a hero, but a hero doesn't use a power like the voice to murder his king and usurp his throne. You started this war, plunged Skyrim into chaos, and now the Empire is going to put you down and restore the peace.
What was that?
It's nothing. Carry on.
Yes, General Tullius. Give them their last rites.
As we commend your souls to Aetherius, blessings of the eight divines upon
For
you.
the love of Talos, shut up and let's get this over.
As you wish.
Come on! I haven't got all.
That's a really red-haired dude.
My ancestors are smiling at me, Imperials. Can you say the same?
Ouch.
You Imperial bastards!
Justice!
Death to the Stormcloaks!
Did that hurt anyone else's head a bit?
In death as he was in life.
Next, the renegade from Cyrodiil.
That would be me, I think.
There it is again. Did you hear that?
I said, next prisoner.
To the block, prisoner. Nice and easy.
I was looking over there. Rude, just moved my camera for me.
What in oblivion is that?
Sentries, what do you see? It's in the clouds.
Oh. Just knocked him right over. I've seen this so many times, but it's still hilarious how Force the Dragon Landing just knocked the executioner right over. Alright.
This way!
Oh, goodness. I'm proud of myself for backing up right in there.
Could the legends be true? Legends don't burn down villages. We need to move now! Up through the tower. Let's go! This way, friend.
Oh my. Somehow that fire in my face didn't hurt me. Logic?
See the inn on the other side. Jump through the roof and keep going. Go! We'll follow when we can.
I've never actually tried to see if I could, like, grab anything down here. I don't think so. What is that dude stabbed by? Or is he not stabbed by anything, he's just bloody? Alright, I don't know. Alright. I made it. Minimal damage. I can't grab anything because my hands are bound.
Don't look up. Just focus on me. You can do it. Hammond, you need to get over here. Now! Nada, boy. You're doing great. Toro! Everyone get back!
Oh, goodness.
Still alive, prisoner? Keep
Yep.
close to me if you want to stay that way. Gunnar, take care of the boy. I have to find General Tullius and join the defense. God's guide you, Hadmar. Stay close to the wall!
That's a dragon wing.
Quickly, follow me!
I think you just actually run ahead here, but I'm staying with them to show the story.
It's you and me, prisoner. Stay close. Raylo, you damn traitor. Out of my way. We're escaping, Hadmar. You're not stopping us this time. Fine. I hope that dragon takes you all to Sovngarde. You, come on. Into the key. Kill this thing.
So either way, you go to the same place, but
I can cut you loose inside the key.
I think it does change some stuff. It changes the weapons that you get. I think I'm gonna go with...
We've got to get inside! Now!
Was I just Fusro Dodd by the dragon? I think I'm gonna go with Hadvar for the reasonings of... I think he has, along this path, has better access to heavy weapons and heavy armor. Heavy armor and the sword and shield weapons. Which is the stuff I want to get, so I'm gonna go this way for that reason.
Looks like we're the only ones who made it. Was that really a dragon? To bring us in the end times? We should keep moving.
I don't know what I'm gonna do for the Civil War quest yet.
There you go. Take a look around. There should be plenty of gear to choose from.
Alright, I think I can go third person now. I like playing this game in third person, so sorry if that bothers you. I'm gonna go into first person when I'm looking at stuff. Currently it's just light armor, but I think there's some heavy armor along the way.
Let's keep moving. I think he's still out there.
I'm trying not to overcrowd my inventory. And I don't think that I like the wines because they give you a debuff as well as a buff. Well, they give you a debuff and then refill stuff. So I might not even pick up the wines because they restores 15 stamina, but stamina is 30% slower for 30 seconds. This one, same thing. So I think I might actually just, oh, I did not mean to do that. I don't think I'm going to even take those. Gold, though. Probably more than there normally is there because we are an Imperial, so we get more gold. There are very many moral type decisions you can make in this game. And I'm gonna put on some equipment now. Light armor, light boots, light helmet. So now we are a little bit better outfitted. See? I might turn up the stick sensitivity. For now, it seems okay for me. You cannot use this broom as a weapon, unfortunately. I wish you could. And then we should probably also... It's gonna give me messages for all of these, probably. Or apparently not that. I wonder if we start with any magic. Yeah, we do. I'm gonna equip Voice of the Emperor. So we have that on. And I guess for now we'll go with... Yeah, we have healing because we got the restoration thing going on. Restoration is actually the main stat, so we have healing. I don't know if we need it at the moment. I guess I'll put it on just in case I'm somehow charging in and taking heavy damage. We should be good with just a sword, though. So, grab a sword. I forgot there's motion controls. I'm not using a Joy-Con, though. So it won't work with motion controls. Which is fine, I don't need motion controls anyway. I don't usually use motion controls.
That dragon is tearing up the whole keep. Just give me a minute. I'm out of breath. Hear that? Storm cloaks. Maybe we can raise now we're fine. If you want to die, so let me see if I can get them.
If I end up choosing Stormcloaks, I might feel a little bad for this, but That's okay. I see that the words are kind of hard to read. I might turn the brightness down one more notch. See if that helps. That didn't seem to do anything. Alright, you're just gonna have to deal with it then, I guess. As long as it's like you're able to withstand that. Anyway, I'm taking this soldier stuff. I'm gonna be taking a lot of the things that sell better, but try not to overburden myself here. I'm already at 71 of 300, so
Let's go.
so impatient for me to go.
Come on, this.
I think I might stick with the Iron Sword. I'll go with the War Axe with a little more damage. I think it's also slower, but it does more damage. And then this is 23 and this is 25. So yeah, all this stuff is the best stuff I think I have. Fur boots are 6, fur gauntlets are 6. These are 7. I don't have any gauntlets on though, so I can wear those. It shows me, I think, what the highest thing is by the arrow. Alright, we're good. I'm also gonna do a quick save. I am gonna do probably just quick saves, unless I'm meaning to specifically save for a reason, or at the end of a session I'll probably just hard save. Because you are limited to a certain number of saves in this.
Look out! Damn, that dragon doesn't give up easy. What are you doing? We need to get out of Helgen now. These Imperials have potions in here. We're going to need them.
Riley's texting me on Snapchat, but I can't see Snapchat while I'm streaming, so...
It's nothing. Must have scared them off. An old story.
I thought I might have accidentally aggroed him. I don't know how to tell her that I can't see Snapchat while I'm streaming because I'm using my phone to stream. Told her on Hangouts, but I don't know if she's gonna see it. Alright, I think we good. The potions. Yes, I will just take all. I have some amount of muscle memory from this game, but the buttons are, I think, a little bit different on this controller anyway. For now, I'm just taking all this, but I might have to drop some if I get overburdened. Alright, I don't think there's anything else in here of interest to me. Harvest these in case I really need the health from them, I guess. They don't weigh like anything. I guess we'll just take the food. Cooking pots and stuff. So I'll take your stuff. Is there anything better than what I have? I don't think so. Iron Warhammer. I mean, I guess since I'm not using a shield right now, I can go with, like, the battle axe. Does the most damage of any... Warhammer does the most damage of any weapons I have. Salt pile. Some of those things can be useful, but I'm not gonna pick them up now. Probably gonna wait till later if I need them.
Come on.
You fellows happened along just in time.
Hey, watch
Always
it.
seem to be upset at how I entertain my comrades.
I'm actually killing everyone in here
Looks like there's something in this cage.
for the reason. Hey,
I'm on your side.
We need everything we can get.
no, you're not.
You're pushing.
I'm taking everything from everyone. Just fell over. I like how Hadvar doesn't care either. Came up pretty high on carry weight already, so I'm gonna have to start being careful with the things I pick up. Which means I should probably go in and drop stuff like now. Anything that's probably below a certain value. Some of this stuff I can just drop because it's terrible. Like that. And that. Anything probably below 25 I'm just gonna drop. Drop like 5 of those. I don't think I need any of those. We're just going on a dropping spree for a second. Same thing with the weapons. I don't know what I'm keeping around to the weapons, so I guess I'll just drop doubles. I like how they just all fall down. And then we're gonna grab these stuffs, I guess. Do I have lockpicks? Use L to rotate the pick and then R to rotate the lock. The closest pick is to the correct position. The more the lock will rotate before the pick breaks. Only when it's in the correct position will the lock fully rotate and open. Did I get that first try? Almost. There we go. Perfect. There's literally nothing in there. Well, good thing I didn't break a pick on nothing. Got it. Okay. Perfect. Gold. Potion Minor Magica. Oh, holy crap. That's worth a lot. It's going to be really iffy with my inventory trying to figure out... Oops. They have a whole bunch of lockpicks. Trying to figure out what to keep. Because, we're gonna have to do everything at some point. So I might just sell the stuff that I'm not gonna use right now, and then I can get some more stuff of that caliber later. But it's gonna be really hard, because we're gonna have to be playing through every sort of build, to get all the skills up. Okay, I have to read something that someone sent me real quick. It's important. So I'm just gonna hang out here, and I'll do a little save. Give me a second, please. Alright, I think we're good. In this room. I don't think we need anything else here. Oh, wait. I like how I don't get anything from that. I almost want to make a book collection in my houses that I'm going to be getting. Okay, do I need an iron dagger? I don't know. What's in here? Lockpicks and potion. Okay. Let's check if we have flames. Yes, I think we just picked up flames. Also, we just got a shield. But I think I'm actually gonna work on... I think I'm gonna stick with the Warhammer for now to work on my two-handed, since I need to raise that anyway. Bone meal, gold. Why skeletons have gold just sitting in their bones? No idea.
Come on, hurry up.
Iron Warhammer and Iron Mace to the most damage of each of the respective one- or two-handed. So,
This way.
here's the way it goes. Just so you know, now that I have all the different weapon types, I'll just go through this real quick. So here's the ordering of the weapon types. So for one-handed we have sword, war axe, mace. That is the ordering of least to most damage and least to most speed in swinging it, and weight too. And then there is greatsword, battle axe, and warhammer is for two-handed weapons, and that is again lowest to highest speed and weight and damage. I accidentally just equipped the greatsword. Okay. We're gonna go with the warhammer. It just does the most damage. I think we already saved recently, so we're probably good on that. Might as well quick save again. Why not?
we supposed to go? Where's the way out?
I'm gonna see if I can calm this dude down. I'm curious. It just stops them attacking. Okay. And then they get aggroed again, yeah. It's never enough. Anyway. That happened. I'm gonna leave anything that's like below 25 value, I think, just sitting in their inventories. I can't use my power again, so... I guess I'll take all the arrows, sure. I got the animation, I guess, because it was already damaged. Arrows are good. What's my carry weight at? I'm gonna have to drop some things again, probably. I think there's not much more stuff to pick up. But,
Alright, let's see if we can find a way out.
Warhammers. A lot of money. But I think I'm good. I don't think I need to pick anything else up. Maybe just like gold if they have any. I like to pick as much stuff up as I can in this game. I think we're good. Probably have a decent amount of gold off of selling these. I don't even know what quite I'm selling though. This is gonna be the pickle is what are we selling because what do we want to keep for later since we're gonna be doing stuff with all sorts of stuff. Also, I'm gonna check my skills to see where we're at with them. We're wearing light armor currently, so we're going up in light armor. We haven't gotten heavy armor yet. Sort of, except some you're not necessarily looking for specific things, you're just trying to balance out your inventory. So it works well. One-handed, two-handed. So we are just, the reason I'm going to two-handed because we're at 19 there and 21 with one-handed because we started with a higher one-handed stat. So, I'm kind of, I don't know, balancing them out. It's not going to really make a difference to balance them out anyway, because you need a whole bunch in one stat to get the perks in that stat. If we're going to get all the perks, then, you know, gotta do that. I believe max level will allow you to have the perks in for every single stat in all of them. And then we can actually go over max level. I'm not worried about going over max level by making things legendary, though. So I'm probably not going to really make anything legendary. Which you make things legendary when you get 100 in it. I don't think you have to have all the perks in it. You just have to have it at 100, the stat at 100. You can make it legendary, and it gives you back all the perks you invested in that stat. And it goes back to 1. And then you can invest those perks anywhere you want from there. I got a coin purse. But the only thing that would do for you is allow you to level up that stat again.
I guess we'd better try this way.
Which allows you to increase levels, because you increase levels by leveling up your skills. So that would, and I mean, when you level up, when you increase your level, you get another pick in health, stamina, or magicka, and it goes up by 10. So that's helpful. But other than that, I mean, it's just making it worse unless you reinvest all the perk points back into that stat, which you can do that. That's fine. It's mainly for level increasing and being able to go over max level.
That'll teach you, postmate. What next? Giant snakes.
So I think all these have on those frostbite venom, apparently a silver ring. The rest of these probably won't have anything on them. Also, I went down a lot. Probably just got a whole bunch of light armor increasing from that. Let's see if there's anything up here. Doesn't look like it. Alright. Too bad you can't attack in the air to get that. I mean, I could shoot an arrow at it. I have a bow and arrows, but...
This looks like the way. Better stick together down here. Come on, hurry up.
At this point, I think I'm just gonna charge the bear down. Probably.
Hold up.
Well,
There's a bear just ahead.
I'll sneak to it,
I'd rather not tangle with her right now.
not completely
I'd
charge
let
her
the
down.
scene
But...
by. Just take it nice and slow and watch where you step. Or if you're feeling lucky, you can take this bow. My
He just overburdened me by giving me the bow.
I'll follow your lead.
Okay, I'm gonna have to drop some stuff. Probably the apparel. Drop. Drop. So many hide shields. Might drop some of these because they weigh more than the shields. Let me see if I have anything that's not really useful here. These don't weigh anything. Somehow iron arrows don't weigh anything. They would weigh at least a little bit, right? They're a piece of physical material. They would weigh something, right? That would make sense. I don't know if steel dagger is good, but I don't think I'm ever really going to need to use daggers. I think the only thing daggers are useful for over swords are that, well, they're faster because they're smaller, and they weigh less. And I think you also have to use daggers specifically for a certain sneak skill that, like, makes your damage, like, super high, like, times 25 damage or something. It's crazy. And, I mean, I'm currently not overburdened, so I guess we'll be fine. I want to get this. Oh goodness. Oh no. It's stuck. Not the wine. There was I think there was a pouch in there. Ah, here it is. Okay, I'm good now. Jump! Jump! Okay, I'm good. Okay, we're just gonna sneak over and smack this bear on the face. Never mind. With Hadvar, that was easy. For a bear pelt and bear claws, which isn't like the best thing ever, but still something. I think this is the end too. No, it's not quite the end yet. I remember there's one more. Oh, never mind, it is. I must be thinking of a different thing in the game. We made it out.
Wait.
Dragon.
Looks like he's gone for good this time. But I don't think we should stick around to see if he comes back. Closest town from here is Riverwood. My uncle's the blacksmith there. I'm sure he'd help you out. And it's probably best if we split up. Good luck. I wouldn't have made it without your help today.
Alright, so we're just gonna... I think Hadvar is gonna, like, follow us, too.
Listen.
So we can talk to him a bit, get some information about the dragon.
We could really use someone like you.
Also, we just
The
got a
rebels have
quest
themselves a dragon.
from him talking
General
about this.
Tullius is the only
Who's
one who
good.
can stop them.
And we need that quest, probably. We're either gonna do that quest or join the Stormcloak Rebellion, one of those, later on. Do you think I should join the Imperial
course.
Legion?
I know today wasn't the best introduction to the Legion, but I hope you'll give us another chance. The Legion could really use someone like you, especially now. And if the rebels have themselves a dragon, General Tullius is the only one who can stop them.
Do you think General Tullius knows where the dragon came from?
No, not yet. After all, a dragon, something out of old tales and legends. No one could have expected that. But you can bet he'll be trying to figure it out. This could shift the whole balance of the war. If you want to help stop that dragon, your best bet is to go to Solitude and join up with the Legion.
Okay, I still have some charge on my Switch. I'll have to think about it.
Sure, I understand. It's not easy to go from being executed by the Legion one day to joining up the next. But I think you'll see that the Legion is Skyrim's only hope for real peace right now. I know you'll make the right choice in the end.
I think I'm gonna end up going with the Stormcloaks, probably.
Listen, you should go to Solitude and join up with the Imperial Legion.
So,
We could really use someone like you. And if the rebels have themselves a dragon, General Tullius is the only one who can stop.
I wonder where that quest goes. It's in a miscellaneous, I thought so. Usually you get miscellaneous quests when you just talk to people and they give you a quest. It's usually a miscellaneous quest. Alright, so we're gonna go and grab the stones. And I think for now, we're probably gonna go with... Where the Thief Stone goes. Just stealth skills. I think we're gonna probably go with the Warrior Stone for the moment. Because I think we're gonna go mostly with physical stuff right now.
These are the Guardian Stones. 3 of the 13 ancient standing stones that dot Skyrim's landscape. Warrior. Good. I knew you shouldn't have been on that cult the minute I laid eyes on you.
Alright, so now all of our warrior skills will increase faster. Which is all our like physical attack skills, block, armor, all that sort of stuff will be better now.
As far as I'm concerned, you've already earned the palm. But until we get that confirmed by General Tullius, just stay clear of other Imperial soldiers and avoid any complications.
Also, I was completely wrong about getting heavy armor through this means. I think I actually would have gotten the heavy armor through the other way. Because, I would have fought, like, one of the more elite Legion guards, which wear heavy armor. Apparently I only have light armor, so I was actually completely wrong in that, but that's okay. We can pick up some heavy armor stuff. Soon. Wolf pelts are very helpful. I'm gonna have to drop something. I'll just drop like a hide shield. Alright, so we're almost to the town. And at that point, we are going to be able to progress the main quest a bit, and probably going to end soon after this. Probably after I do some stuff in the town here. Don't hit chickens, they give you a bounty. Also, yeah, don't break into someone's house. And we might do that at some point, but not right now.
Well, one of us has to do something.
I said no. No adventures, no theatrics, no thief chasing.
Well, what are you going to do then, huh? Let's hear it.
We are done
Why does
talking
he just have
about
gold
this.
sitting out on the counter?
Oh, a customer. Sorry you had to hear that.
Maybe you could talk some sense into my pig-headed brother.
Well, I don't know what you overheard, but the Riverwood Trader is still open. Feel free to shop. The Riverwood Trader is everything you need in a general store. We did have a bit of a break-in. We still have plenty to sell. Robbers were only after one thing. An ornament, solid gold in the shape of a dragon's claw. You could? I've got some coin coming in from my last shipment. It's yours if you bring my claw back. Now, if you're going to get those thieves, you should head to Bleak Falls Barrow, northeast of town. Yes.
So we're going there anyway for the main quest, so
Oh, really?
this is
Well,
good to
I
get
think
this quest now.
Helper here needs a guide.
No, by the 8, fine. But only to the edge of town.
She's gonna try and guide us, but we're gonna sell a whole bunch of stuff to this dude.
That sort of thing.
And we probably will still have some left over, because we'll probably run out of money, but that's fine. So, at this point in the game, tanking and doing the most damage possible is really helpful, or sword and shield is helpful. If we're gonna have the light armor for a bit, I'm gonna go sword and shield for sure. Because that's going to be more helpful for not taking damage. Or not necessarily sword and shield, but just one-handed weapon and shield. I might go like mace and shield or something like that. Because just dealing tons of damage, as much damage as possible right now, is just going to clear the dudes out quicker, and we can tank probably pretty well at this point in the game. Even with light armor, if we need to. I'm going to try and see if I can get some heavy armor, but that we might have to do it with the light armor. For the moment. I'm not exactly sure what is even happening anymore. It's just my weird... Whoa. Suddenly my brightness just turned way up. Weird people on Discord. Everyone's like, I might join soon. At the end of the stream. I'm gonna make sure I have the right link that I can send to this person. That thumbnail's kind of terrible, but it's fine. Lucan is just kind of frozen there. It's great. Okay. So because of the fact that I think I'm just going to try and output as much damage as possible right now, I think I'm going to sell the things that deal less damage, even though they're quicker. So, sell the battle axe, sell the great sword. Sell one mace, probably keep the other. Sell the iron swords, sell the war axes. Sell a longbow. Might as well have a bow and arrow. It's always nice to have a bow and arrow, just in case something. Sell the dagger. I don't know what the difference between the shields are. Like, this blocks a lot more, but weighs a lot more. I don't know other than that if it actually, like, raises the shield slower or anything. But I think we're going to stick with the iron shield because it blocks more. Or it gives more armor, rather. You can block attacks with it. So we're probably just going to sell the hide, leave the iron. These things don't sell for as much as they might if we had higher speech. But I think that it would be fine to sell them right now to get us more gold because we kind of want as much of the gold as possible. Sell the ring. Sell all the Stormcloak cuirasses. Lucan actually still has gold. Sell 2 Imperial Light Armors. Unfortunately, I think at one point I dropped something else that I might want. I don't think he has heavy armor. Doesn't look like it. I could buy some, like, bracers from him. Maybe. Oh, he does have heavy armor. Oh, he has some heavy armor. Boots, gauntlets, and a helmet. Doesn't look like he has the main part of the armor. We're probably going to get armor when we get to Whiterun. That's probably where we're going to go get armor. And I don't think we probably really have anything else to sell. We want to keep all these potions, the food, why not? Ingredients, I don't know, bear claws could be useful. Books, we actually don't have sparks as a spell, so we might as well use that actually and get the spell. Pelts and lockpicks are helpful, mainly for light armor, which we will need to throw some light armor on. Oh, you're already here. Oh, hi. Nice to see you. You're just randomly staring at a dude right now. With a really weird mouth expression.
Alright then.
Actually, does he say he sells
I think I
spells?
have a few old spell books laying about. If you want more, you'll have to go to the College of Winterhold.
Alright, I don't think I can really take anything without it being, like, stolen, so... Steal from dresser. I think I can just leave.
We through town and across the bridge to get to
Probably
Falls
not
Barrow.
much longer.
You can see it from here, though.
I'm debating if I'm even
Just
going to go to
over
the next
buildings.
town or not. I might just
Those
not.
thieves must be mad hiding out there. Those old crypts are filled with nothing but traps, trolls, and who knows what else.
I'm almost to level 2. I'm like literally right next to level 2. Oh wait, I can level up. Should probably do that. Since we're gonna be tanking, probably the most helpful thing would be stamina right now. Yeah, I mean, I might get one more person in here said that they might join. But I mean, I'm probably not going to be going for much longer at this point anymore. It's been going for, yeah, just over 2 hours. So probably not much longer. I don't know if I'm sticking to one or two-handed right now, honestly. It depends on if I get heavy armor in the next town or not, so I probably should wait to decide between those until I get there. I think I might want to go into smithing. I might as well get steel armor right off the bat, and then when I have enough levels I can go to Dwarven. I'm definitely going up the heavy skill tree here, for sure. And probably into Arcane at some point. Because I'm probably going to get some magical stuff or want to enchant some stuff. But yeah, I think definitely probably going to go down this heavy skill tree. So I might just get the steel and just might immediately craft some stuff, although I can probably buy some steel armor. So I'm going to wait, I think, to put my perk in at all until I get to the next town.
What? Sit now, mother.
And for now, I think I'm going to just switch over to shield and mace.
Dragons now, isn't it?
Sigrid, we have company. I hope that dragon isn't still flying around here somewhere. So did I. If the damn Stormcloak somehow found one, or woke it up, the war might be about to take an ugly turn. Hard to believe it was just a coincidence that the first dragon anyone's seen for centuries attacks just as Ulfric was about to be executed.
Who were those other
You
prisoners?
didn't know? That was Ulfric's Stormcloak and his top lieutenants.
Didn't pay much attention to current events.
Oh, right. You were caught trying to cross the border into Skyrim, weren't you? You're not kidding. Ulfric's the leader of the Stormcloaks. You know, the traitors trying to break Skyrim away from the Empire.
How'd you capture Ulfric? I'm actually curious.
Masterstroke by General Tullius. He's only been in charge here for a few months, but he's turned things around for the Empire. We've been trying to catch Ulfric since the war started, but he always seemed to slip through our fingers, like he knew we were coming. This time, the general turned the tables on him. Ulfric rode right into our ambush with only a few bodyguards. He surrendered pretty meekly too. So much for his death or glory reputation. I thought we were taking Ulfric back to Cyrodiil, but I guess the general changed his mind. You know the rest.
Is his nose weird to you? I don't know, his nose looks sort of weird to me. So I'll just continue
Haven't
asking
heard of the
questions.
Civil War in Skyrim? I guess down in Cyrodiil, people have other things to worry about. It's pretty simple. Ulfric founded the Stormcloaks years ago as a sort of private army to advance his ambitions. He's always used the ban on the worship of towers to stir people up against the Empire. He never succeeded in getting much support, so a few months ago he murdered the High King. That got the Empire's attention.
I guess it would. Where's
I
the
guess
worship of
that wasn't
Talos
such a
band?
big deal elsewhere in the Empire, but here it's caused a lot of resentment. Native son and all that. Even I'll admit it hasn't been the Empire's finest hour. But it wasn't like the Emperor had any choice, did he? If he hadn't signed the peace treaty with the Thalmor, they would have destroyed the Empire. Then where would Skyrim be? That's the part that Ulfric's supporters always conveniently forget about. Unless the Empire stands together, the Thalmor will destroy us all.
The Thalmor are kind of an issue.
General Tullius has his headquarters in Castle Dower, in the city of Solitude, northwest of here. You'll want to talk to Legate Rika. She deals with the new recruits. I'll be sure to put in a good word for you if I get back to Solitude first.
Alright.
Good luck. If you get a chance, look me up in Solitude.
You two must be.
Ain't every day we get
Sit down and I'll
visitors
get you
in Rip.
something to eat.
Of course. Take what you need. But what's all this about? What are you two doing here?
Alright, I just take everything and sell it. The stuff that I don't need. Just gonna steal everything from you. Perfect. Dragon attacked Helgen, destroyed it. Hadvar and I escaped together.
A dragon? In Helgen? That explains what I saw earlier. Flying down the valley from the south. I was hoping I was wrong about what I thought it was.
It's a dragon. Hadvar will tell you the same thing. That sounds a little bit aggressive. I'm just gonna go with that you must have seen it.
You're right. I saw it. Didn't want to believe my own eyes is all. A dragon. Here in Skyrim. What's this world coming to? First the war, now dragons. Trouble loves company, they say. The Jarl needs to know if there's a dragon on the loose. Riverwood is defenseless. We need to get
I
word to
wouldn't
Jarl
I wouldn't
Balgruuf
risk
in
it right
Whiterun
now.
to send whatever soldiers
Wouldn't
you
tempt
can.
it.
If you'll do that for me, I'll be in your debt.
Alright, I'll do that.
Like I said,
Nope, he has no more supplies. Do I get to Whiterun?
cross the river and then head north. You'll see it just past the falls. When you get to Whiterun, just keep going up. When you get to the top of the hill, you're at Dragon's Reach, the Jarl's palace.
Tell me about the
Jarl
Jarl.
Balgruuf, he rules Whiterun Hold. A good man, perhaps a bit overcautious, but these are dangerous times. So far, he's managed to stay out of the war. I'm afraid it can't last, though. I don't think he likes either Ulfric or Elisif much. Who can blame him? But I've no doubt he'll prove loyal to the Empire in the end. He's no traitor. Of course, Skyrim has always been part of the Empire. That doesn't mean I support everything the Empire's been doing lately. But Nords have never been fair weather friends.
Who's Elisif? Is that how you pronounce that?
Ah, I forget you're new to Skyrim. Jarl Elisif, I should say. Although only because she was married to Jarl Torik when he was murdered. Ulfric murdered Torik, you know. Walked right into his palace in Solitude and killed him. Shouted him to death, if you believe the stories. That's what started this whole war. The Empire couldn't ignore that. Once the Jarls start killing each other, we're back to the bad old days.
I'm gonna have to stop soon anyway because my Switch is running lower. Use your
I see no
forge.
harm in it, if you have the skill. The grindstone will improve your weapons. Use the table to improve your armor. If you've got the raw materials, you can use the forge to make something new.
Tell me about Riverwood.
Gerder's family first settled here as woodcutters a few generations ago. She and Hod run the mill. I make a decent living sharpening axes and fixing the sawmill.
You think about the
People are
war.
rightly stirred up about the damn Dalmor being allowed to roam around arresting people, just for worshipping Talos. But was it worth tearing Skyrim apart and maybe destroying the Empire? No. Ulfric will have a lot to answer for in the end. Nords have always supported the Empire, and the Empire has always been good for Skyrim.
Can you see a bit of passionate aggression here? Yeah, okay.
It's from that treaty that ended the
Quite
Great
political,
War,
this game.
remember? When the Emperor was forced by the Dalmor to outlaw Talos worship. We didn't pay much attention to it when I was a boy. Everyone still had their little shrine to Talos. But then, Ulfric and his sons of Skyrim started agitating about it. And sure enough, the Emperor had to crack down, dragging people off in the middle of the night. One of the main causes of this war, if you ask me.
Okay, I think that's all the things I can ask him.
Now then, boy. Take what you need, my friend.
I don't know
Within
about
reason,
reason.
of course.
You know I was assigned to General Tully as a
All
Skald. We were stopped in Helgen when we were attacked by a trap.
69 gold.
When your friend told me, I didn't believe it at first either.
Mars, mercy. A dragon? In Helgen? Why, it could be here at any moment.
I'm sure Riverwood will be all right, dear. When the Jarl learns what's happened, he's sure to send soldiers. Go on, Hadvar. Let's hear the rest of it.
Not much more to tell. This dragon flew over and just wrecked the whole place. Mass confusion. I don't know if anyone else got out alive. I doubt I'd made it out myself if not for my friend here. I need to get back to Solitude and let them know what's happened. I thought you could help us out. Food, supplies, a place to stay.
Of course. Any friend of Hadvar's is a friend of mine. I'm glad to help however I can. May the gods watch over your battles, friend.
It put me into conversation with him even though I'm below him.
All right.
Really see a dragon? What did it look like?
Your hide can be helpful for stuff.
Big teeth?
Hat. I'm really curious what this hat looks like.
Pester your cousin.
Oh my goodness. I'm Link. I'm keeping this hat.
You lost?
Nope, not lost, just stealing things from your house. That didn't say steal on them. And yes, we have...
Did you really see
hasn't
a
actually been
dragon?
checked out, but we have a theory that she's lactose intolerant because dairy affects her not well. Anything else I can take? Guess I'll just take the food. Chicken egg. I didn't need that. Oh well. Salmon steak. Ooh. Now I'm hungry. Bread. Cheddar cheese wedge. Chicken egg. I guess I'll take snowberries. They're ingredients, not food, but that's fine.
It's nice to be back in a friendly spot, huh? Keep your guard up. Be careful on the way to Solitude. Damn. What the rebels like to forget is that the Empire is what's keeping the Dominion out of Skyrim.
I think I'm actually gonna check by the forge here. Actually, I'm gonna wait until he comes over here because I think he sells stuff when he's by the forge. I'm gonna wait for like 13 hours for the blacksmith to get out here. He's not out here yet. Apparently blacksmiths... It did not mean to do that. Apparently blacksmiths are not up at 10:53 a.m. But they are up at 1:53.
Take what you need, my friend. May the gods watch over your battles, friend.
Yeah, anything that's not cheese for some reason in the dairy seems to affect you negatively, which is weird, but your body's weird. Can you help around the forge?
Yes, actually. How about you smith me an iron dagger? Here's everything you need to make one. Go ahead.
Alright, let's do that. Might as well, I mean, get any quests we can. Alright, iron dagger.
That's a decent weapon you've made there. Whatever.
Here's your iron
Not
dagger.
bad, but it's a little dull. How about you sharpen it up?
This is like a
Just
tutorial on
metal
how to
and the
smith.
grindstone over there. You look iron or steel. This looks good. You put time into your blades. They'll serve you well when you need them. You want to keep helping? How about you make some armor? Let's start by tanning some leather on the rack.
It's pretty easy stuff.
You the sneaky type? Ah, good. A lot of weapons and armor need leather for straps.
Yes.
Fittings, that kind of thing. Let's see if you can make a hide helmet. Here's the rest.
I think total I waited actually 16 hours. Hide helmet.
All right then. Yes? I should hire you to be my assistant at this rate.
But you're not a
Let's
blacksmith.
improve the
You don't have a
fit.
job.
Take this leather to the workbench over there.
It is weird indeed.
Blades, helmets.
Did he want me to do something else? Hold on, I got confused. What am I doing? Temper a hide helmet.
What do you want? You have talent. Keep working at your craft, and you'll be a fine smith one day. Why don't you keep that dagger and helmet? Maybe you'll remember me when you're You looking for a new blade?
Maybe.
Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs.
I'm seeing if he has... Oh. He has the good armor. The banded iron armor. It's 31. He has steel stuff too. The steel stuff is actually better, but it costs... I'm probably not going to be able to afford this. I'm probably just going to have to make it.
Iron or steel is what you need. Leave that fancy elven stuff to the elves.
I still think I'm just going to wait till I get to the next town. So I'm probably going to go to the next town, Smith, and then end the stream. How many inches of what? Maybe I'll also see if Ralof is here. I think Ralof is around here somewhere.
We're a small village, but we work hard and take care of our own. And by supply, Alvor can help you out. It's my mill. Some folks thinks it's my town too, but it ain't. The Jarl in Whiterun owns the land and the town. I just pay the taxes. It's my mill. Some folks thinks it's my town.
I don't know, how
too,
long
but
is the
it ain't.
dagger? Probably not very long. Maybe 2.5 inches or something.
Just pay the taxes.
Here for work?
I can, like, load a log. Oh, never mind, I can't load a log. Now I can load a log. Where did I get that hook? No idea. It looks heavy. Ready your log ready to cut. Is he gonna do it for me? Yep.
At least the damn war hasn't gotten.
You can see the log be cut. Does that actually look cut to you? Alright. We're gonna go find Ralof, because he lives here. Somewhere.
But I tell you, I saw a dragon.
Yes, you did.
Did I see you talking to Sven? Maybe not.
Oh, this is another quest.
Agreeable enough, I suppose. He's a bard, so he says. Occasionally, he finds time to do his job here at the mill. Thinks his ballads and sonnets are going to convince Camilla Valerius to marry him. As if she would say yes. An intelligent, beautiful woman like her wouldn't fall for that nonsense. I hope.
Hope.
I've been thinking, maybe Camilla needs a little help seeing Sven for what he is. Could you give her this letter and say it's from Sven? I think I've matched that Nord's lack of cleverness perfectly.
That's not very
Until
nice.
next time.
Because look at what the letter says. My dearest Camilla, I yearn to have you as my own, washing my linens and my fine blonde hair, to cook my dinner from my stove and tend to my house while I wander. Yours truly, Sven. What a nice person. Oh, while I'm here, I'll learn Sparks. I believe Sven is over here somewhere.
I don't owe you money, do I?
You're new around here, so I'll go easy on you. Don't get on my bad side.
Okay, where is... That's the Riverwood Trader.
We're a small village, but we work hard.
Not sure where Ralof's house is. Is this it? Might be. Who is that? Is that Camilla? Girder.
Only worry we've got is the
Girder is like related to Ralof, I think. Oh, by the way, Riley, since you weren't here, here's what happened. So we were in another town before this, right up the road. I was on a cart with a few other people being executed for trying to cross the border into Skyrim as an Imperial, since I chose Imperial as my race. You keep repeating messages, by the way, my dear. So yeah, I was on a cart going to Helgen to be executed, and I don't have any idea where Ralof is. I think it might be this house.
It's my voice. Sven has the voice of a...
Never mind, Sven is their son.
Camilla Valerius.
No idea, then. I'll just come back later, I think. Just move on for now. For my Switch dies. Yeah, it keeps doing that. Camilla apparently just left. Gave up. Alright, so... Riverwood that way, Iverstead that way, Helgen that way. Riften that way. Markar's Solitude, Whiterun, Windhelm. Well, we're going to Windhelm to talk to the Jarl there. That's what we've been asked to do. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to wait till Riley gets back for the explanation, because the explanation is for her, so... After it refreshes. Just practicing my blocking. Alright, so, yeah, so I was on a cart to be executed, before this. And, yep, it's officially at low battery. 15. Alright. It's not a 20 or a 10% low battery warning, it's 15. Which is interesting. And so, in the midst of almost being executed, literally head on the chopping block, a dragon landed in the town and started torching everything. And I want to free this dude, but I can't. I'm not strong enough for that. So, nope. And so... Dragon was torching the town. During that, I made my escape. I had a choice between Ralof of Riverwood, who is in the Stormcloaks, or Hadvar of something. I think he has a last name. I don't know. Hadvar of the Imperials. And there's a war in Skyrim, which is between the Imperials and the Stormcloaks. The Stormcloaks are the Nords, which are the natives to Skyrim. And actually, before I go over here, I'm gonna go get the Companions quest. And the Imperials are from the Empire, from Cyrodiil, which is a separate country from Skyrim, who have come and so-called invaded Skyrim, according to the Stormcloaks. But they think they're helping the Stormcloaks because the Thalmor, which are a group of elves who live way up north in Skyrim, are kind of wanting to take over all of Skyrim, so they made a peace treaty with the Thalmor. Interesting, my iPhone gives me one at 20 and 10. So I'm going to help these dudes with this little giant they have going on here. All I have to do is hit it, like, once, I think.
You look strong.
You handle yourself well. You could make
As long as I don't hit any of them, I'm good. It's a shield sister.
An outsider, eh? Never heard of the Companions? An order of warriors. We are brothers and sisters in honor. And we show up to solve problems if the coin is good enough.
So essentially I had a choice between Ralof, which is the Stormcloaks, and Hadvar, which was the Imperials. And I went with Hadvar because I thought that the armor was better for what I was trying to get, which is heavy armor. Because I want to try and tank through the game for a bit. Before I go off and try and do all the other stuff that I need for 100%. So that's what I'm going to try and do, is tank a little bit. Turns out, the heavy armor you get from going with Ralof, because you fight against an Imperial who has heavy armor. Good armor, too. Really good armor, for the beginning of the game. So I kind of messed that up a bit, and I'm stuck in light armor for now, but I can get some heavy armor, and Whiterun here shortly. So it'll be good. Can I join you?
Not for me to say. You'll have to talk to Kodlak Whitemane up in Jorvaskar. The old man's got a good sense for people. He can look in your eyes and tell your worth. If you go to him, good luck.
I'm getting tired of hanging around talking all day.
So impatient. I made Aiello my wife on my main... The profile I played the game all the way through as an orc. I have to find my way around to the front. Since I'm going to be tanking, I'm probably going to also go grab the Steed Stone. Because the Steed Stone, I think, is going to probably benefit me better at this point in the game, where I have lower inventory space. Right, these are the backside of the stables. Probably gonna grab a horse at some point too. Maybe after Bleak Falls Barrow. Not Burrow. Anyway, so yeah, we escaped from Helgen, went to Riverwood, got a quest from the Riverwood trader to get a thing that was stolen from him in Bleak Falls Barrow, and that's actually the next part of the main quest too, so happens to line up real well. Might as well grab that while I'm going along the main quest. So I'm probably just gonna, for the most part, try and do quests as soon as I get them. So I don't have a whole ton of quests. I haven't done clogging my quest log at all times, but we'll see.
City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only.
I don't know if the miscellaneous quests count, because I think you can redo miscellaneous quests, maybe. For 100%, I'm not sure. I think they do count. Anyway, River calls for the Jarl's aid. I have news from Helgen about the dragon attack. Persuade. He'll change their mind, 80 gold. Pay him off. Stand aside or else intimidate. Come back later. I'm just gonna go Riverwood calls for the Jarl's aid, because it reminds me of Lord of the Rings.
Riverwood's in danger too. You better go on in. You'll find the Jarl in Dragon's Reach at the top of the hill.
Gondor calls for aid. Okay, I'm done. Alright, so I'm just gonna grab some armor, I think, and then I'm gonna end it there. Sorry I'm going a little slow. I'm trying to make sure I'm doing everything that I want to do as we're going through this. And yeah, you'll probably see a little reflection when it's on the black loading screen.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I just can't fill an order that size on my own. Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride of yours and ask Yorland Greymane for help?
I'd sooner bend my knee to Ulfric's Stormcloak. Besides, Greymane would never make steel for the Legion.
Have it your way. I'll take the job, but don't expect a miracle.
Alright,
Damn those
I'm gonna talk to this dude.
Greymane or Battleborn.
You're gonna be like, what?
Got stones in your ears? I asked what side you're on. Greymane or Battleborn.
The Battleborns are with the Imperials, the Greymanes are with the Stormcloaks, if you're wondering.
New in town, huh? Whiterun's got two clans, both old and both respected. Difference is, the Greymanes turned their backs on the Empire, and we Battleborn stayed loyal. So I'll ask again, Greymane or Battleborn?
Not picking
Sooner
sides.
or later, we all have to choose a side. Long live the Empire.
Alright, I'm done talking to you. Is it late? It is late in the day already, so... Can I still go in here? Yeah. War Maidens. Did I just hit that sign outside? Alright, I'm gonna see...
Well, we've got small weapons as well. The finest weapons and armor.
what we got to buy here. Whole bunch of stuff. I think that's the same as the normal Iron Shield. I don't know why. Maybe a normal Iron Shield like 22 armor or something. This is 24. Actually, we can look right here. Armor Shield is... Oh. No Iron Shield. Never mind. Anyway. The heavy armor iron stuff is kind of expensive, but I think I could afford it all. The steel stuff, though, that's more expensive for sure. I think what I'm gonna try and do is
doing business with you.
probably put my perk into steel and try and make some steel armor, because that's gonna severely boost
I'm here to help.
my stuff. So I'm gonna focus on getting my armor up so I can tank really well for a while in this game. So I'm gonna go into steel and see what I need for steel stuff, which is the best heavy armor I can get right now. I think the literal only difference between those is the appearance. So if you want the shoulder guards or not. I need a whole ton of steel ingots. So it's possible I might not be able to actually craft all of this right now. What I think I want though mainly is the armor proper. So I'm gonna see how much steel I can steal from these dudes. I think I have like no steel ingots at all.
You look like most of our looking to protect yourself or deal some
I'm gonna be
damage.
spending my money on the steel ingots. Yes. I don't have that much money. I'm just gonna get literally as much as I can. Which is 9.
Until next time.
Oh, do I need money to craft the stuff too? I'm not sure. We'll find out. No, it doesn't require money. Okay. What am I still missing that I don't have? Leather strips. I need leather strips. Alright, is that enough leather strips? To get me some steel armor. And then there's like steel Nordic things, which I think are also just appearance. Like steel Nordic gauntlets versus Imperial gauntlets. They're both 4 weight, 13 armor. So one is like Imperial armor, the other is like Stormcloak armor, Nord armor. That's the only difference, I think. Steel shin boots are 13 and weigh 8. Steel cuff boots are 13, weigh 8. So shin boots are Imperial. These are. I think I like the Nordic stuff actually. Look at the Nordic stuff better. So I'm probably gonna go with those. But for the steel armor, also the difference between these two. I think that for the steel armor, the ones with the shoulder pads are the Imperial one, but I think I like the look of it better. Steel horn helmet. Versus steel helmet. So yeah, I also only have 2 iron ingots. Let's go with one with the shoulder pads. So that's gonna give me better armor now. Fantastic. Look at that. Much better. Still don't have protection on your arms, really, but... And then to create anything else, I probably need, like, other stuff. Actually, I don't need iron ingots for everything. Three steel, 1 iron, 2 leather strips. I think for this armor set, the gauntlets and the boots are the same, and then the helmet costs a little less even. So let's look at what we currently have on and see what is giving us the least armor, and then we're going to replace that. So helmet's giving us 12, those are giving us 7. We actually currently have iron gauntlets on, which are heavy armor. So I'm probably going to leave the gauntlets. I'm probably going to make the boots and the helmet. I think I have enough stuff to make the boots and the helmet. Alright, so we're gonna go with the steel cuffed boots. And gotta go with the horned helmet, of course. We need an iron ingot and 2 leather strips, though. So first we need some leather. Let's make a leather out of a wolf pelt, and then we can make some leather strips. We need an iron ingot. Is it too late to go inside? Yeah, we're gonna have to wait. I don't think it's gonna be enough waiting, though. That's like 8 o'clock. I don't think they're gonna be out here at 8 o'clock. Y'all still there? You're so quiet. Not enjoying my smithing? Alright, 110. Well, this should be open now, so I can... No, it isn't. They're not open at 110? Yep, I keep pressing the wrong button. There we go.
I ain't done nothing.
Good pieces out here.
Well, they're out here at 4.
We're inside. I don't claim to. Take a look.
She should have some ingots for me to steal. I'll pay for. Only need 1. Now I have, like, no gold.
Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
I actually might have just enough gold to make one more thing. I think I have some more things to sell, too. So, yes. Alright. Well, we can sell the stuff we were just wearing. Steel cuff boots, steel horn helmet.
Have you met my father? He's a steward at the Dragon's
Yep, that looks pretty cool. Iron gloves don't fit.
I help my father
Oh.
in more ways than people realize.
Let's give me another low battery one. I'm at 5. Alright, gotta end here.
All the council
My,
provides the Jarl is his alone. Out the finest weapons and armor.
Well, actually, I'm out of steel ingots, I think, so I actually can't make anything more because the steel ingots are pretty expensive. Alright, we're gonna end it here. With me being at 5%. And, is this this dude's still hanging around?
They want to back the storm cloaks. They'll get what's coming to them.
Yeah, so we're ending here. So thank you for joining me. Wow, she is super red. Oh, holy goodness. Thank you for joining me, whether you joined earlier or later or whenever you joined. Thank you for joining anyway, even people who did not comment. Be sure to like it if you watched this and enjoyed it. And, I will... Sorry. Funny thing I was just sent. I will see y'all later. Thank you for hanging out with me. We're going to hard save now. And I'll try and be doing these streams pretty frequently. Maybe not every day, but maybe close to every day. Because there's a lot of this game, and I have to like keep doing it if I actually want to get somewhere in this game. So, anyway. See you guys next time. Oh, wait. Before I go, I almost forgot again. I wanted to show you my setup. Okay, so... check this out.
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. More inside.
Okay, so... I got my computer over there. And it has, the stream on it. And then I have my Switch in the Switch box at the in the bottom of it. Yeah. Some candles which are just holding it up, and it sits like this. Right? It's sitting with the right side of it on those candles, and then the camera is aimed right there, the screen. Got a few games there, and that's my setup for this, for how it works. It works pretty well. Anyway. Okay, now, thank you for joining me, and see y'all later. Next time. Bye.